Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the knee-slapping K-pop podcast. I am Kayla, and today I am here with Sammi.
Hello, hello.
And we are here for our annual top 10 songs of the year, which is honestly kind of hard to put together this year.
It was. And it's not because there weren't good songs. It's just because there were a lot of songs I had very little opinions about.
Oh, yeah. Yep,
everything that came out, I was like, oh, this is fine. This is decent. And,
but I didn't
very
think
little
about
came
it
out
much.
where I'm, exceptional. I'm like, this is the best thing I've heard all year.
Exactly.
Very
it's
few
just
times
a lot
that
of
happened.
it is kind of meh. And that's kind of how K-pop as a whole has been. It's been, very mid. And I really don't know what to think about it, other than it's been really mid and kind of boring, so...
I feel like we burnt ourselves out on K-pop.
Yeah.
I think that it was so good for a couple of years, and also so bad for a couple of years, that, we were, so in, we were following everything. I think especially because of this podcast, we followed everything so closely.
And, a lot of people that we know who are, were the same
that
level of into K-pop, and also were, content creators in some type of way are also very burnt out at K-pop at the moment. So.
I just think that it's the combination of there being so much K-pop, because it used to be, and I think that that's the difference now. I think we're getting to the point where K-pop is sort of becoming regular pop music, where it's really hard to be someone that just likes pop music, period. Usually you're I like the pop girls, or I like the pop groups, or I like the pop, it used to be that K-pop was something you could like K-pop, and you could reasonably like all of K-pop.
Yeah.
Or at least know about all of K-pop.
Right.
Now, that's an insane ask of somebody to know all.
Too much happening. There's
and
many,
I
there's
personally
an
think
oversaturation for sure.
Exactly.
And a lot of the smaller groups are just beginning to all sound the same and do the same type of song. So it's
and I do think we have so much of a head start amongst I would feel so overwhelmed. I think that's also why the K-pop fandom has started to plateau. It's because if you come into this, it would be so overwhelming. Because then you have everything that's coming out now, everything that's all the groups that are already out that have been out for 10 years. I was listening, I bought a Twice album, and I looked at it and I'm like, this is the 13th Twice album.
Oh yeah.
That's insane. That's twice.
That's so many albums.
And then plus the fact that people are coming back from second gen, you're like, what's a Big Bang? What's happened? Can you imagine how overwhelming that would be is insane to me. And I feel I think there's going to be a very big shift in how K-pop is consumed. And I just feel we were still trying to consume everything. And I think we just sort of had to stop. We sort of took a K-pop break this whole year to regroup and readjust. And reconfigure our brains. I do think I'm more open to maybe next year I will have be okay with more keeping up with certain groups more. So I didn't even keep up with the groups I liked this year.
Same, literally same. Yeah,
I just sort of got it later and was okay, I will get there when I feel okay.
Right.
We needed a break. We needed to take a break from K-pop like it was a relationship. I think we were just too in. And I do think we gotta, we can start getting there. But at least we did get 10 songs that we absolutely... Look, is this the most creative list we've ever made?
No. Absolutely not.
Is this the most daring list we've ever made? No.
No, not even close.
But you know what? For this year of K-pop, this is the list we made.
Yep.
Did we maybe miss a song? I'll tell you right now, I didn't listen to as much K-pop this year as I have in the past.
And not even close to the amount of K-pop I've listened to in the past.
But, this is what was made.
Yep.
This is what we did.
This is what we
did.
And,
I still kept up with a bunch of the big releases. And a lot of them were shit. Like usual. Well, alright. We don't have any... We've sort of stripped down this year. We don't have any honorable mentions. I will say, in terms of a song that's on here that I have actually been playing recently, I do like the new Twice song.
New Twice song's pretty good, yeah.
Honorable
Twice is
mention.
pretty consistently good always, which is nice.
The Twice song from earlier this year. Spark? Yep. Yes. Also Spark. Good. One Spark, thank you. I'm like, that's not the right one, but like, One Spark. Also quite good. There. 2 honorable mentions for you. That's all I got.
I like P1 Harmony this year as well.
I like
they
P1
were
Harmony.
Also good.
I liked
honorable
Maestro,
mentions.
and I liked Maestro by 17. Are these the most exciting things we've ever said? No.
No, not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. Also, we liked Twiz. They're
also,
not on
Twiz
here.
Twiz pretty good, yeah.
To us, sorry, but we call them Twiz.
But that's, you're gonna spell your
all
group
their
name
songs?
like that, that's how I'm gonna
Great.
say it, so.
All of them? Great. See, we do have honorable mentions.
Yes.
None of those groups made it on the list, but we are big fans. Good for them.
Good for them.
Shall we get onto the list proper?
Do you want me to start, or do you want to start with
I'll start, because you did the intro.
Cool.
All right, number 10. Number 10 are our sweet boys.
Mm-hmm.
We have TXT with Deja Vu.
Shocking that they're on the list. So
shocking for us to like a TXT song, I know.
A TXT inclusion
shocking
on the list.
Revelation. Here's the thing with it. I really like it. I think it's good. It's very dramatic. We love the drama. Is it my favorite TXT song? No, but like my low tier TXT songs is better than most groups will ever put out in their lives.
Yeah.
TXT can do no wrong.
I love when TXT does dramatic songs. It's some of my favorite from them.
I also think that this is how you transition to your mature era, because these aren't like, this is TXT where I'm looking at them, I'm like, those aren't boys. Like, you look at like Sugar Rush Ride, you look at like early TXT, you look at Can't You See Me, you see like, oh, these are boys, and I'm like, you know what, TXT is growing up. They're trying to get, and I'm not saying this is mature, but like they're not. Like, they're well within their career now. Like, they can't be children forever. Mm-hmm. And I like that for them.
Yes, it's very good
Bravo,
for them.
TXT. Bravo.
Good for them.
I do also, I think TXT also has a very great, whoever does their music videos, very beautiful, always gorgeous, always amazing. Whoever does their music videos. This one is so simple, but there's, like, such a beauty in its simplicity. Like, the little scenes, the weird use of flowers. I think it's actually really beautiful. It's so simple, but it's really beautiful. And it's like, I don't know if they ever had I don't know, it almost doesn't seem like it's a budget issue, but like it's actually just beautiful. It's artistic.
Mm-hmm.
I will always appreciate a TXT song. They are, I don't think there's a reason they're consistently on our lists.
Oh, yeah.
Every year.
Mm-hmm.
Love them. They don't get enough attention. I feel like they get eclipsed a lot of times.
Yes.
People don't talk enough about TXT, especially now.
They're always great.
All right, number 9.
Number 9 is also shocking inclusion. We have Off-Road by One We.
Absolutely.
Resident band song.
We love a band song. This, if you haven't heard it, this might be something none of you have heard of, because it is One We's digital single of the year.
Right?
like, I love, like, that we're like, I mean, is this the most exciting list? No, you've all probably heard all these songs.
It so on
you
brand
probably haven't heard the One We song.
Digital single band song? I mean, that's not shocking for us in any way.
Like, for us, this is, like, when we say we keep up with all our boys, like, we keep up with One We. And I'm boys. Like, that's not that's not. This is what happens. This is why we were too into K-pop, because when people say they keep up with the big groups, they're like, we got Stray Kids, we got your YG, you got your Hybe. No, when we say we keep up with K-pop, we keep up with all that and fucking One We.
Yeah, I went to a Lucy concert this year, is what I did for my K-pop.
It was a lot.
Listening. Yeah.
Like I said, like, this is why we needed to take a step back for a little bit. But also, I love when One We does fun. Talk about cheap music videos. You put your instruments on the beach.
One We is also a group who, like, I love them. They're dramatic, but they're also great when they do fun songs. And this is really nice and fun.
And this is, like, a weird combination of both. Like, this is still them being, like the thing with One We is, I love when people are very sincere about their feelings,
Mm-hmm.
but I also like when they take, like, a minor breakup and make it seem like they were murdered and stabbed directly in the heart.
Yep.
Like, that's the kind of music I grew up listening to. That's very emo rock that, like, we both grew up listening to.
Mm-hmm.
And I will always appreciate someone that has an air for the dramatic.
Oh, yes, of course.
And Wonwi does that perfectly.
Uh-huh.
And, like, Wonwi just absolutely thrives. Also, I love we always love a keytar.
I love a keytar.
I also will always say that Wonwi has my favorite thing that bands do that I think not a lot of K bands do, which is that they allow the instruments to sometime, like...
Yes, instrumental solos.
Instrumental solos. Every once in a while you get a drum solo. Every once in a while Heron gets to be there.
Right.
Like, he's not just a prop in the background. Love that for them. And they also know how to play their instruments quite well.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, I love a good band song.
You love a good band song.
Again, it's a thing that I think we can't lose. It's a thing that K-pop has always teetered on, like, are we going to keep having bands? And the answer is yes. You have to. I think it is. Bands. I think it adds enough of a different sound. Plus the fact that, one, we somehow managed to have 2 members in the military and never stop making music.
I know, the music
They're both
kept
back.
on going.
They put out a full English album last year.
Yep.
And 2 of them weren't here.
Yep. The music just kept on coming.
The music just keeps on coming. I mean, what can you say? We love drama, we love rap, we love it all. So at number 8.
Yep.
We got people that finally got there.
They figured it out. They
finally figured it out. Because at number 8, we got Even with Batter Love.
Yes.
And here's the thing. We have always said this about Even, that we love Even, but we don't love their music.
Right.
We like their music, but we don't love it.
And it's like, I love Even as a group, but I had always been like, I would absolutely love it if they made music that I liked. And they finally have. They finally figured it out.
And now they finally just
found the plot.
Now they just finally took, what's it called?
The 9-eye sound.
9-eyes. The 9-eye sound.
Yep.
And
because
just
9-eye disbanded, and so Even took that over from them. And then now
this is what we got.
That's great.
And I love this so much.
Yep.
They understand. We love boys being boys. Again, I love a vocal chorus. I mean, this is what we've said for the 2 other songs, is do like that. The one thing I think K-pop is, it's weird, because I do think it's getting a little more 50-50 than it was a couple years ago, where we love a vocal chorus.
Oh, yeah.
But K-pop loved an instrumental chorus.
Right.
And I think now it's getting more 50-50. Before it used to be like, we had to hunt for the vocal choruses. We're like, where are they?
Yeah.
Where'd they go? I do like that the one thing that Even got is that they got a bunch of the singers from Produce.
They did.
Not Produce, from
Boys Planet. I mean, Produce in a wig.
Boys Planet Produce. They got a bunch of those singers that just didn't make the group.
They did.
And then, like, focus on that bit. Take the strength from there.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that they got Kaita holding it down.
They got Kaita, which is great. We love that.
That one Yehua kid that's thriving.
One kid from Yehua, yep.
I am very appreciative of this group for just, again, I do think that is a good thing for them to do, because a bunch of these kids, a bunch of them have group mates in ZB1, so this is a placeholder job.
A little side project while they wait
for
them.
Side project while they
wait.
And also for Kai to figure out what to do with his life.
Yep.
Again, my hope is that he gets picked up along with a bunch of other people. Can you imagine he gets picked up along with, like, Matthew and Hanbin?
That would be
There's a hope
crazy.
For other plan. That would be insane. But, like, it could work.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I do think that a bunch of these kids are quite, very talented. There's some, again, these are the kids that just barely didn't make the group.
Oh, yeah.
They're right there. If the camera would have turned to them for 5 seconds instead of, someone else that would have been in the group. I do like this song so much.
It's
I think
great.
it's just
a great song.
It's very calming. It's not like super in your face, but it's just really good. And it does very much sound like a Nine Eye song. Yes. Though I do think that they do have stronger vocalists than Nine Eye did. I love Nine Eye. Loved Nine Eye. This is like Nine Eye, but like sung even better.
Oh yeah. The vocals are better because they do
the vocals are
they do got the good Voice Planet produced vocalist.
I know, it's so good though. All right.
Number 7, yeah. We have Classified by Oh My Girl.
We love the girlies are back. The girlies are back. And they're some of our favorite girlies. Yes. And I do love that
the girls are girling.
The girls are girling. And the girls continue to girl. And the thing with this feels like classic Oh My Girl. This is classic Oh My Girl doing what they do best, which is being like adorable little fairy dolls. I found out what I love about Oh My Girl. I love a flounce. Like, it's not cute. It's elegant, and it's just like flouncy. Oh, they're just flouncing around. And I love a good flounce. Oh,
it's pretty great.
The vocals are on point. I don't have any words to describe what this makes me feel, because I don't know what it makes me feel. Do you understand what I'm trying to, like, do you get it? Like, where it's like, I cannot put into words why I like this as much as I do.
Right.
And why I've always loved this group as much as I have, especially after they, like, figured it out. Like, once you hit Closer, this group just, like, oh, no, we got it. And truly, it's, like, beyond any words. Like, they are just
It's great. They're so good.
Is it weird to say it's, like, almost hypnotizing? It's, like, so calm, very rhythmic. Nothing too crazy's going on. But I can't look away.
It's really great because it is just, like, them doing what they are so good at.
It is really funny because it is somehow, like, so many people talk about how K-pop is this, like, so whatever. I'm like, this is weirdly the girliest K-pop can get, to me, personally.
Oh, for sure.
This is made, like, I do not like, because a lot of times cute concepts are weirdly always made for, like, the male gaze.
Yeah.
Male gaze, not the male gaze.
Right.
You understand.
Right.
This feels like the truly most feminine version of K-pop imaginable to me.
It does.
And sometimes you just need that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
This is the most feminine, most girl forward, most girlhood.
Yes.
Like, this is girls and their dolls. Like, this is girlhood. Even more so than, like, a girl in a school uniform doing, like, doing a cover of G. Like, that's thing. This is girlhood to me.
This is for the girls, yeah.
This is for the girls, to me. It's amazing.
We love that.
Absolutely incredible.
So good.
Like, they do this, and I feel like a bunch of other, like, they're the only ones I feel like have tested it. Like, it's such an underutilized concept in K-pop, and I do think that a lot of times it didn't work out for a lot of groups. Like, I also think that Lovelyz tried this, and Lovelyz also did this really, really well.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they, like, didn't hit it. I don't know, maybe it was just, like, all of these girls hit it. It's such a commitment to do this. Where all of them gotta be 110% committed.
Oh, yeah.
To this being, this is this. Love this so much.
It's fantastic.
I also like when they stray a little bit, but I always love that they always come back to this.
All
right. Number 6.
Number 6
is just a cover in a
It
way.
is.
It's so good.
I think it's a remake technically, but it's
a remake in a way. So we got Pow with Boyfriend.
If you're curious, it is a remake of Avril Lavigne's Boyfriend. Girlfriend. If you were curious.
I fucking love this song.
So
the fact that it starts, it doesn't hide that it's a remake of Girlfriend.
No, it is.
It starts.
Well, that's the song. It is. It is indeed the song.
You know what? We grew up with that song. Is older. It's so old now, and I love it so much. Still,
fantastic song. Great song.
I kind of like it. Something about this is so charming. I feel like this should be the nerdiest. I feel like this should be the cringiest, nerdiest thing in the world. You know what I mean? Like this should be.
But it's so much fun.
It's so good. Like I feel like I should be like, who the fuck did this? I hate this. Right. Why would you do this? And I'm just like, no, give me 1,000 of them.
No, but this is actually great, though. But actually, this was a fantastic idea for you to remake this song.
Actually, cover every other Avril song.
Yes, please
all
keep
of them.
doing this,
I want you to do Complicated. I want their rendition of Skater Boy tomorrow on my desk. She was a skater girl. She said, see you later, girl.
Yes.
I think it's so good. I like that they're running around the Boy Next Door neighborhood.
Yes.
I do like that suburban America.
Boy Next Door in that way.
It is. And we love Boy Next Door. I think Boy Next Door is one of the great. The Boy Next Door, I do think, actually did help K-pop get back on track for us a little bit.
They did.
Where they were like, you know what we need? We don't need outlandish shit. We just need to come back to being boys having fun.
Just boys.
We're just boys, being boys, having fun with our boys.
Yes.
And you know what? That's sometimes what you need in K-pop. The boys just to have some fun.
Sometimes you need that.
The girls need to be having fun. The girl should be girl and the boy should be boy.
Yes.
I really like this song. It's just
really good.
So...
I mean, it's definitely, like, if you took that song and you just made it, like, K-pop boy group, like, but not in, like, an obnoxious way. In the
No.
In, like, the fun, cute way.
Again, it is an actual song. They did proceed to just do, like, the verses are normal. They sound normal. The only shouting bits is in the choruses, much like normal Girlfriend.
Yes.
Actually, no, I think everything about Girlfriend is shouty, but... I do like it, like, again, for this, I feel like shouty would have been a lot if a boy was just shouting at you for 3 minutes straight.
Because I can see the timeline in which we remade this song and it sounds really bad.
I can. But this worked.
But this is great. This is so
You
good.
also have to give credit for ambition. And there was ambition here.
There was.
You gotta give credit to ambition. You. You know, hey, you, I want to be your boyfriend.
Yeah. It's so good.
I do like it. And I do like that they didn't use too much of Boyfriend. They mainly just used the chorus of Girlfriend.
Yeah.
And like like words in the song, but so much of it is in Korean. They did interpolate it a lot.
They did.
Or at least and
it's
I
a
do
pretty
think that
it was a well thought out remix of the song.
Yeah. There's a much lazier version of this song.
Right,
There's such a lazier version of the song. And I do think there was actual work put into this. I appreciate it.
It's very nice.
And for so much of this, it took me, this is something I have to admit, it took me way too long to be convinced that this was a real song and not a cover. I was like, no, this has to be a cover. And then I like went in and it's like, no, it's not. It's real. And I'm like, no, it can't be. Then I went and found the album and I'm like, oh shit. In my mind, it took me way too long to be like, they wouldn't. And then I was like, oh, absolutely they would. And I love that for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Speaking of, we
spoke
spoke about them. We just spoke about them.
We just did. At number 5, we have Boy Next Door with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
We've loved Boy Next Door since last year.
Yes.
We were all in on Boy Next Door because we're like, what is Boy Next Door going to be? And I'm like, oh, Boy Next Door is just Block B for the current generation. Like, they're more vocal, a little less rap.
Mm-hmm.
But it works.
It works. It's
and this
good.
is just boys having fun.
Just boys having fun. And it's this It's just fun. And that's kind of what Boy Next Door is.
That's what we missed in K-pop.
They're fun Boy Next Door. Like, they are what their name says they are.
They are truly one of the most perfect casting processes in K-pop that I've ever seen. Because, again, I like to think of when you make a K-pop group, you're basically a casting director. You have the idea of what the group is, but you have to put the correct people in there. We've seen what happens when you don't. The group doesn't work. And then you have to pivot the group sound, and then you end up with a different group.
Mm-hmm.
And then you end up with Boy Next Door, which I think is some of the best K-pop casting I've ever seen in my life, because they are the definition of a Boy Next Door, especially a 2024 Boy Next Door situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, they are just boys. And I love that.
They're boys
so
and they live
much.
next door.
And they live next door. And I love that for them.
Yes. Yes.
This song is so weird.
It's a weird song. It's also a weird choice for a name of a song, but it is great.
It is. But it's so fun. And I think that's the other thing is, like, we always appreciate, I mean, as you've seen from this whole list, we do appreciate when K-pop doesn't take itself too seriously. We love the drama.
Love the drama, but
we
also
love the
fun. I think I love the fun over the drama.
Yes. We want K-pop to be two things. Either it needs to be 13 out of 10 dramatic.
Right.
Or it has to be so fun. And this is absolutely fun. Look at this music video. It's the definition of fun.
Yes.
The thing about K-pop when the eyes glaze over and we don't care, is one, when they're trying to be intimidating, and two, when they're trying to be cool.
Yep.
You're a K-pop act. You're not what?
Stop it.
Stop. You're just being embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
I love the commitment to doorways in this song.
Yes, we love
not
the
this
doors.
song, but just for Boy Next Door, the group. I love the commitment to doorways.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do also just love that this song is one. I feel like Boy Next Door, in a weird way, much like how Block B was when they were around and are back, kind of. I feel like Boy Next Door also feels like a group that's very much a never let them know what your next move is kind of group, where it's like, I can't guess what they're gonna do.
Right.
I can't guess where Boy Next Door is going.
No.
This song is very odd.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, so was like, Her was also really weird.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And I think, we just missed Block B. We missed, maybe not Block B, the group itself.
But, like,
we missed that level of randomness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I loved never having any idea what was going to happen next. I missed the level of insanity.
Oh, yeah.
That they would bring. Or at least, at least a level of, how do I say this? Spontaneity.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think Zico very much replicated that with his group, and I do love that for him. I think Zico, I mean, as everything we've learned about Zico in both him and also his company, Zico is one of the smarter and, like, he understands this industry so well.
Uh-huh.
And I do think that he's using that to, and again, I don't think we've seen that be a success as much as we have with this group. Because so often you hear about K-pop members starting companies, doing this, doing that, and I think a lot of those, look at Rain, a lot of those things grow on to flops, to be mismanaged, to do all this other stuff, but Zico understands this industry, partnered correctly, and is actually putting out a group that is distinct from himself. I mean, sure, we compare it to his old group, but I don't think that Earth, Wind, and Fire would ever be made by Block B. Block B was far more rap focused.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know what I mean? Like, I do think that he's doing what we've always wanted, what so many of these K-pop, I mean, I don't want to say it hasn't happened. Again, I can't remember all the companies that have been made by former K-pop trainees.
Right.
But in terms of success like this, and I'm not saying he's anywhere near the level of, like, your JYP, but, like, JYP and YG are truly some of the only ones that have done it successfully. And, like, I know now, I think, Jaejoong has a group. I know Rain is still attempting to do things. Rain is doing his
whatever bullshit that
Highlight has a group. But, like, none of them compare. And I know it's also because Zico paired himself with Hybe. But also, Zico paired himself with Hybe. He made that decision. He didn't have to. He could have started his own company with his own money.
Yep.
No one forced him to sign. He wasn't a Hybe artist. No one forced him to do it. It really just is I think it's a well done project. And I do think it is one of the successes of a K-pop. Like Teddy now has groups, but what has Teddy done?
Right? Nothing exciting.
Nothing good. Meow is technically Teddy.
Yeah, and but what do we think about that group? Not a good.
Exactly.
That's
what
things.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is like you can pair yourself up with these very like successful companies, and that doesn't mean you're going to get a success out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that this actually does. This shows, I think, very good understanding of the industry from Zico. He understood what a group that could fit a niche.
Yep.
And it did. And it worked.
He sure
and
did.
Look at him. And I'm sure he's raking in the money too. Everyone's, I just think that I think we do have to, I do want to give Zico his flowers where it is due.
Mm-hmm.
And also the fact that he continues to just be doing too much.
Doing a lot.
Alright, so number 4.
Number 4,
we got ZB1, Zero Base 1 with Good So Bad.
Our boys, our favorite boys.
We love ZB1.
I love them.
They're so fun.
So good.
This
so
is
good
again,
all the time.
I do love that when they found ZB1, like, because I feel like with a bunch of they just went with the fun. They understood that this is a group that needs to go fun. Like, nothing about ZB1 has, like, what has been the most serious ZB1 song? Crush? And even then, I'm like, that's technically your most serious song.
Yeah. But
I love that for them.
But they're so fun, and they're so good at it.
They're so light.
They're so cute. They're just having a great time. And I love that.
The one thing I would describe ZB1 as is, like, light and fluffy.
Yes, they are very light and fluffy.
Even, like, Ricky, who is not that.
But he can be
in terms of
that.
what he looks like. But he can be. It works.
Can be.
I just love that for them. And I do think that they understood that, again, this is a temporary group. We don't need artistic growth. We don't need, like, an overarching narrative of their lives.
Right.
We got, what, one more year of ZB1?
Yeah.
And then we're done?
We're done.
Great, so we're gonna just go for max profit. And people want fun.
Yes.
People want fun, they want dance. They want, vague homoeroticism.
Right, that's also a staple of ZB1.
That's a staple of ZB1 in their personal lives.
Yep.
Not so much. But, like, they know what the people want.
They do know what the people want, unfortunately.
And they're giving the people what they want.
Unfortunately, they are so aware of what the people want.
They're so aware of it. And you know what? Honestly, can you blame them for just giving... Like, I would not be surprised if the members of ZB... Because I don't know if... This is insane to me. Or at least it's, like, the more front-facing. At least Hanbin and Zanghao. Probably Matthew. Again, I don't know about, like, lesser members. But you know what I mean? Like, your Gunwook, your Yoojin, your Gyuvin, those members.
Right.
If they're as aware... But at least, like, the older members are so
the ones who they want it from are so aware.
Are so hyper-aware of what exactly they need to do. Even Ricky, like, all these people are so hyper-aware, and they're so working at it, that I'm like, who told them? Like, are they getting more? Because there's so many idols that are not.
Yeah.
No one told them? Did they get there on their own? Did someone tell them?
I think they're just online. Like, I think they're online like and they see it.
But, like, I feel like so many of the other ones are, too. Like, it's them and, like, Cat's Eye are, like, the two that I think are so hyper online. But, like, I feel like so many of these others are, like, either pretending to be dumb, which I hope it is, or, like, no one told them. You know what I mean? Like, I understand, like, the older idols that probably just, like, they're like, I don't give a shit anymore. Like, anybody that's, like, 3rd gen, 2nd gen, they don't care. But these 4th gen idols, man. Some of them are the hyper-aware ones. I need to know, I'm like, were they told to go all in? Did they do this on their own? Was this a plot? I need to know. I want to know the logistics of all this.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens when you get old, kids. You want logistics. I'm very happy about everything ZB1's been doing.
They're
this
great.
is just a delightful
I love them.
song.
They're delightful. They're so fun.
Right.
I love them so much.
Ready for bronze medal?
Yes, number 3, bronze medal. It goes to Crazy by LE SSERAFIM.
The girls are girling.
The girls are girling. All the girls are girling. All the girly girls.
All the girly girls. We were fully out of K-pop.
Oh, yeah.
Fully. Since, like, I would probably say
March.
Latest March.
Yeah, I was gonna say March is the last time I really listened to it before this came out.
And then we got the teaser for this, and we're like,
Kayla, I'm back.
We're back! This is what brought us back to at least listening to,
this
like,
and ZB1 came out the same week, didn't they?
And so did Oh My Girl.
Oh My Girl, yeah.
All this came out within, like, the same week. And we're like, we're back.
We're back.
At least a little bit.
At least for a couple of weeks.
No, like, the door's cracked open, and I will listen, and I will, like, if someone I like comes back, I will listen to that song.
Uh-huh.
I was so out.
I was so out.
And now I'm back. They brought me back. The girly girls brought me girlying all the way girly back.
Yes.
This song is insane.
It's great. It's so good.
This song is, again, we wanted randomness, we wanted spontaneity,
yes.
we wanted insanity. The girls were girling it.
The girls are girling, and the lyrics are wild, but that's kind of half the fun.
It isn't, again, they will never, no one will ever be, again, so much of this year was talking about LE SSERAFIM and HYBE girl groups as a whole.
Uh-huh.
And one, you will never be able to convince me that LE SSERAFIM is untalented.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck all y'all. If you want to say shit, say shit.
You're wrong.
I'm not gonna fight you in the comments,
just wrong.
You're wrong. You will never be able to convince me that LE SSERAFIM is untalented.
At this point in time, LE SSERAFIM the least problematic of the HYBE girl groups, so...
Not just that,
they're
but
just
like, one life. Of the 3. One of the 2. 3 if you count contracts as valid. Sorry, I know I can't. We're not getting into that. We had to delete a podcast episode because of that.
We did that
partially,
and then the other thing as
for
well.
multiple reasons.
If you just think back on the scandals that happened this year, you'll get to it real fast.
You'll understand multiple of the reasons we had to delete the podcast episode. But like, no, this. You will never be able to tell me LE SSERAFIM's untalented.
You'll
never
talented.
be able to tell me that LE SSERAFIM is not the most interesting girl group coming out of HYBE.
Oh, yeah.
They are the most, because they're doing shit that I'm like,
so much shit.
Who else is doing this? Who's doing this?
They're so good.
They have so much charisma. Yes. They have so charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. They have all of it. They are doing... You know how I said before that I'm like, the thing a K-pop group shouldn't try to do is be cool?
Uh-huh.
I think they're not trying to be cool. I think they are cool.
They are cool.
I think they are just cool.
They're just so cool.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm an otaku bestie is an objectively terrible line.
I'm an otaku bestie, but it's so cool when Sakura says
it. It's so cool.
But it's so cool when she says it.
It's like so upsetting to me, like how good this is. And, like, I don't get it. Like, so many people are like, this is cringe and it's terrible. I'm like,
but you don't understand.
You don't get it.
You're not the girly girl.
You're not the girly girls. You're not into, like, the house scene, because this is just house music. This is ballroom.
Yeah.
I do appreciate them getting representation in this video of people that do this. Like, that just do this. Like, they're doing this. They are doing again, if you know ball, like, they're doing the dance style to, like, again, they're not perfect at, they're new, they're not trained, but, like, it's impressive that what they can do. after so little time. And, like, again, I do appreciate everything that they're doing.
They're great.
Pushing boundaries.
Amazing. We love them.
Absolutely love it.
Iconic.
Again, you will if Lee Seraphim has no fans, we have died. We have died. If certain groups have no haters, we have also died. But that's a separate note.
But that's a discussion for another episode.
But yeah, no, this is beyond. We love Chef's Kiss. This even just like the styling.
Yes.
Even like the B-sides. Everything about this whole era for them was so perfect. 1-800 Hot and Fun, another stupid phrase.
Huge banger though. What an absolute banger of a song.
Chef's Kiss. This is a year of women doing, like, the women, most girl groups had the most bland year of their goddamn lives.
Yep.
And then many girl groups people fucking turned on. And they're like, you know what? Twice washed. I'm like, Twice had a fucking amazing year.
I know.
What are you talking about? Twice washed. Twice is just not a child anymore. They're not children. What do you want from them? Lee Seraphim washed. What?
What are you talking about?
Washed. I'm like, what? What? Because they're not doing the same bullshit everyone else is doing? How does it feel to be wrong? It's insane to me. Like, we are not the girl group people you need to talk to.
No.
That's fair.
No.
But at the same time, the insane takes I've read about girl groups in general
girl
this
group
year.
takes this year.
Insane. We'll get to it in some of the worst videos.
Oh, yeah.
But so many of them are like, Blackpink washed. I'm like, what?
Okay.
What do you mean by that? Twice washed. What?
Sure.
And, like, maybe it's just us, but, like, Twice has been one of the most consistent girl groups for the last, like, 8 to 10 years for me.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
Since, I would say since Heart Shaker.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
Beyond that, consistently amazing. Blackpink? It's so hard to be Blackpink, as we've come to learn. I don't love every Blackpink song. A lot of them I think are bad. But it's really hard to be Blackpink.
It's so much harder to be Blackpink than you
think it is.
Yeah.
Lee Seraphim, who could do this song?
So good.
Give me this song. Give me another girl group you want to give this song to.
Oh, yeah.
Give me one. Even people saying something like, we'll talk about, we don't get into them, but, like, Giddle washed. I'm like, again, I don't love what G-Idol's doing, but, like, G-Idol not doing anything different than they have been for the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. The takes I've seen, and it's mainly to prop up these, like, new and some new goo girl groups a lot of times, but so many of them are propping up these mid to bad girl groups by saying that the big girl groups are doing nothing. I'm like, they're doing what they've always done. Mm-hmm. That's consistency, my guy. Just because your girl group can't find a sound that can get them more than 50 streams on Spotify doesn't mean that Twice is washed.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Not sorry. If you're this far into the podcast, cry in the comments. I don't care. Feels so good to say that again. Sorry. We're out of podcasting for a little bit, and I just got a lot to say, apparently.
So many things to say.
Again, I do think that some of the it's mainly my frustration with the girl group takes of this year, not so much with the girl groups of this year.
Oh, yeah.
Because they've mostly been mid at best.
Super mid, yeah.
But, I don't know, something about the takes have been too spicy for the mid that they're,
honestly.
Too spicy for the mid that they're defending.
Really?
Alright. What else we got? Number 2.
Yep. The top 2 are really where we get kind of spicy, but that's fine.
Look, the top 2 are exactly what they need to be.
They absolutely are the only 2 options we had, so.
Mm-hmm. Is that me or you?
I think it's you, because I did all the odd numbered ones.
Okay, I guess it's me. So at number 2, we got Rose featuring Bruno Mars for APT, Apate. This is a banger.
So great.
And
what
if you
a great
tell me
song.
that this is not a K-pop song, There's enough Look, if half of Blackpink's catalog counts as K-pop,
this is a
there's
K-pop
as much
song.
Korean in this as there is in half of that Blackpink
This is a
catalog.
K-pop song. I will taking no further questions at this time.
Exactly. This is a banger.
Yes.
This is adorable. Bruno Mars is an insane man.
He is.
Possibly in debt, who's to say? Supposedly not, but maybe in a massive amount of gambling debt.
Who's to say, really?
And if this is the music we get out of his gambling debt, may he never pay it back.
Honestly.
If he gives us this and that one song he did with Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I mean, now he did that one song in Portuguese.
Yes.
For Brazil. Honestly, may that man never get out of debt.
Honestly, maybe he needs the pressure in order to put out music that's
honestly, goddamn banger. This is
fantastic.
Just fun in every way.
It's so fun.
I have never met a song that just feels like it's 10 seconds long.
Yeah.
Because you're just having so much fun the whole time. You're like, that was so short. I'm like, no, it's 3 minutes long.
It's so fun.
But it feels so short.
It does feel so short, but it's so fun.
Oh, it's so good. I wish it was 10 minutes long.
I know, it's so great.
Also, you know also why it's K-pop? Who the fuck... What other song's gonna reference a obscure Korean drinking game?
Right?
Love that for us.
Fantastic.
I cannot even begin to tell you how much I absolutely adore the song. It's
great.
Good.
So good.
It's exactly what I think Rosé should have always been doing. Because Rosé sounds comfortable. She's not doing weird Taylor Swift music.
Yeah.
Which, again, is fine for her, but... This is far more interesting.
A lot of her album was weird Taylor Swift sounding music.
It was. What is it? We're Toxic Together? Or what was that song called? Toxic Till the End.
Toxic Till the End, yeah.
That's so... We've talked about how the fact that I think that if you're going to use the word toxic in a song... I want it to be the Britney Spears, you're literally gonna poison me toxic and not therapy speak toxic. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Before we got songs that sound like Britney Spears is toxic. Now we get, sad songs about how we're toxic together. That's not just Rosé. There was another song, I think called Toxic, by a girl group that I was, slightly disappointed by because it was the same thing. But, no, this is what I want from Rosé.
Yes.
This is the fun. This is what we need. Her and Bruno Mars have, weirdly good chemistry for two people that I would be it feeling like you threw two darts at a dartboard of people and we're like, these two are gonna make a song together.
It was so random.
It's so random.
And I honestly wasn't expecting to like it at all, but it was so
Absolutely
good.
Not.
It's such a good song.
And, it's weird, because, again, I do think Bruno Mars is, weirdly good at giving people songs. Because it sounds like nothing like the song he did with Lady Gaga. So it's, not even like he was just writing these songs and he's just finding women to put in them. Or maybe he is.
Right.
But they're so distinct from each other that I don't think he's, just finding random women.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so weird. I really like it, though.
Mm-hmm.
And also the fact that he, committed so much. He willingly made the song. He had to have found Rosé before he wrote the lyrics, or else he just knew he was going to give it to a Korean person.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's so good. It's insanely good. I have no words. I just have... The vibes are just, 100% correct.
Oh, yeah.
The song is just a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that I've heard this song played at parties, the fact that I've heard this song played at work.
It's great. I got
it's just
people who don't listen to K-pop to listen to this song. It's great. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. The fact that people at my job really like this song. It was done at karaoke. It's great. Absolutely amazing. It's so simple. Mainly because you can sing Hey Mickey over it. It's just Hey Mickey.
Yes, you can do that as well.
It's just Hey Mickey. But, I love Hey Mickey.
That's great.
That's also a good song.
Right, exactly.
What do you want me to do? It's just a banger. I want Bruno Mars to make music for random people forever.
Literally.
Bruno Mars, just keep doing this. it's insane that this is what he's been up to. Good for him. All right. So that's number 2. Number 1 is, if we thought we had to defend number 2, I think we have to defend number 1 even more.
I mean, that's, these top 2 are really, it's something.
I stand by it. So
number one, we have Debut by Cat's Eye. Now,
look. Listen. They're under hype.
I know they're not a K-pop group. I know
they're not a K-pop group.
I know.
They're under hype. They were made on a hype reality show that I watched.
Right.
I watched it. I watched the whole thing. I voted in it.
Yeah.
My opinions were heard. There's a Korean girl in it.
Right.
There's one Korean girl in it.
Right, exactly.
And we wanted it here, so shut up.
Yes.
Also, no offense, but in terms of the, us getting into K-pop, again, there was very little K-pop for us to listen to this year. Yeah. Everything was so mid. And nothing shows that more than the fact that we gave it to a not K-pop song. These girls are fucking stars.
What an absolutely fantastic group.
These girls,
they're so good.
Are stars.
They're amazing. Actually,
you know how we said ZB1 is...
They are so good.
We said that ZB1 is online?
Yeah.
These girls are online.
So online. Oh my god.
These girls are amazing. These girls are icons.
Iconic.
Love them. I love every single one of them. I love everything about all of them.
Yes.
I love their TikTok. I love the fact that they did the Mean Girls dance on their TikTok.
Yes.
I love the fact that they dress up like the Winx Club.
Yes.
I had people coming up to me, and I was like, I mentioned them. They're like, oh, the girls that did the Winx Club thing. They knew them from that.
They're and just honestly, they're so the epitome of the meme of you hate when we serve a culturally diverse friend group.
I mean, honestly, you do. These girls are all goddamn stars.
They are stars.
They
Absolute
are stars.
They're so good. They are
all
in the
of
moment.
Them. Who cares? These girls. Who cares about every other girl group that's ever been in America?
Honestly.
Fifth Harmony, never heard of her.
No. Cat's Eye, they are it.
These girls need to be these girls are everything.
They're literally so good.
They're phenomenal.
They're so good.
They are so confident. To make your debut song called Debut.
Right?
Absolutely.
And it'd be as iconic as it is. Like, it's so good. Everything I've seen from them is amazing.
And not just them, but like everything about their song. Touch, banger. Debut, banger.
Yes.
Their B-sides, bangers. Them, absolutely amazing. They are a strong, culturally diverse friend group of women.
Yes.
And how dare you hate that?
Yes. Fantastic.
I have only amazing things to say about them. I want them to be everywhere next year.
Mm-hmm.
They are incredible. They have everything that you could possibly ever want. They have diversity.
Uh-huh.
They have talent. They were trained, unlike so many of these goddamn groups that when you try to make a global group, that they just refuse to train these people.
Mm-hmm.
They trained them. It's a goddamn miracle that they did. They put the correct people together. Thankfully. So much of it is so good.
Because I didn't really watch that whole, I didn't really follow
the whole show.
The weird, not even the Pop Star Academy, but the weird, like, before, like, voting part.
Yeah. It was just, I watched that. Shit. I did not watch Pop Star Academy, because honestly, I had already seen the show. I didn't care enough to watch Pop Star Academy.
I didn't have, like, full investment onto who made this group, and people were mad about a lot of things with the formation of the group and also about Pop Star Academy. But, like, you cannot tell me that the producers that put this group together, like, didn't make the right decision. Like, they fully put these girls together and, like, knew what they were doing. Because they sound so good together, they look so good together. Everything about them it's perfect. Like, they really got it right.
Say what you will about Hybe. and you can say so much about Hybe, but look at all the groups that they've ever made. For good or for bad, even the one that we're having issues with. Look at that casting department.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the casting department of who is putting these people in these groups. That person is fucking fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever methodology that they are using to put the people in all those groups. Whether that be the people that decided that who goes into Twiz and who, who's, because again, they're like, well, some of them are Politis trainees, some of them are this trainees. I'm like, don't tell me that company can't very easily be like, well, you're a Politis trainee, we think you should go be a KQ trainee.
Right,
go.
right.
Like, the boys in Twiz all should be there.
Yeah.
Boy Next Door. TXT. My brain is fried. TVXQ has nothing to do with this. TVXQ, the long dead boy group. TXT, ENHYPEN. All of that. Cat's Eye fucking fantastic. That casting department fucking fantastic.
Yes.
I like that I'm calling them a casting department, but I don't know what the other word is.
I don't know what the hell it is that puts the K-pop groups together in this way.
Other than a casting department.
Right.
It's like you're putting together characters for a long-running sitcom.
You are essentially doing that.
You
with
are
the K-pop
essentially
group,
doing that.
So, that's what we're doing.
I'm not wrong.
You're not. That's what K-pop is, really.
A bunch of long-running sitcoms.
Yep.
All right.
But that's been our top 10 quotation marks K-pop songs of the year.
Yep.
I want to hear 0 complaints about it in the comments.
No complaints.
No complaints allowed in the comments. It's fine.
10 out of 10 list.
It's a 10
This
out of
is
10
the correct list. I don't care what other list you're making.
list.
10 out of 10 list.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
All right. We will have our top 10 worst songs of the year soon, as we always do, and that will also be a very fun list to go through.
I think that's a funnier list.
It is a funnier list for sure. So we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.